Okay, I think I can hear myself.
I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear, man.
It feels good to be back, huh?
It feels good to be back.
What do you think? What do you think's the 5?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is the amount of time between this and the last one?
That we recorded?
Sure.
Since we posted last.
Either.
3 weeks, month.
I think it's probably a month and a half.
Month and a half.
I think so. I have to look. I don't know off the top of my head. But it feels good to be back, you know? It seems like whatever day I want to do this podcast at, you're like, I can't do it. And then I'll switch it to the day you can do it. And then you go, well, you realize I can't do it that day, right? Yeah, so it's been 4 weeks.
Yeah, I thought a month. Yeah. I mean, it adds up.
It does add up.
The issue currently.
What is it?
Is World of Warcraft.
Okay.
It just eats up so much of my time. I mean.
Well, how come sometimes we can do Mondays and sometimes we can't?
Mondays is. So the thing with Mondays is it depends on how much I've procrastinated on all my tasks.
Okay.
In World of Warcraft throughout the week. Because there is just tasks that I have to do. But then on top of it, there's extracurriculars I have to do for the raid. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because I have to play the game as well as plan it. And I have to do a lot of
So what day should we shoot for? Sundays?
Dude, both of them.
And then Mondays?
Yeah.
And then what happens if not Mondays? Tuesdays?
Then we're chalked.
And then that's
when we hit the chalkboard.
So I should come over.
When you take the two fucking erasers and you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I come over no matter what on Sundays when you inevitably don't want to do it. And then you say can't.
Dude, I'm fucking.
But then if I don't come on Sundays, you go.
I'm like, why the fuck didn't you show up, dude? I was,
I was ready to do it.
I was waiting here for you.
I know.
Yeah.
And will you ever ask if we're doing it?
No.
Will you ever make an attempt if we're doing it?
No.
No, because what is the amount of time that this takes to do?
An hour.
And I know it's so painful to get it done.
Dude, did you see my house yesterday?
I saw.
Do you think that I have an hour to just give anywhere for anything? I'm not kidding. Currently, right now, I have dishes that I'm debating on throwing away because I think that would be easier than putting aside the time to do those said dishes.
Sure.
And I'm not even exaggerating.
I know.
I'm not being hyperbolic.
Yeah.
I'm saying this wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. I'm probably throwing away those dishes.
I know.
They reek like shit.
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Yeah. I'll just buy some new ones.
Well, why don't you just wait till somebody else just does it for you?
That's what I used to do.
Yeah.
There used to be this fucking little guy that ran around here all the time.
Or
fucking with his socks on 24/7.
Or a little boy would do it for you, a tight little boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where has he been? He hasn't come over to do anything.
Dude, he fucking hates me now, I think.
For what? You've been MIA. I feel like nobody's interacting.
I don't know. I'm not tight enough for him and shit. That's the annoying part. It's I wish I was still tight. Don't go to the gym anymore.
Nope.
I don't got fucking that kind of time to spare.
Right. And if people just show up, you just start getting mad.
Dude, I'm booked.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad yesterday.
Yeah.
It was just.
I wasn't mad either.
There was just no time for it.
I know. You couldn't have found any amount of time.
Oh, we didn't get the thing running in the background.
So did it just cut?
I don't know if it cut, but it got dark.
All right. Well, let's. Well, it looks like it's still recording. So.
The first time. I guess you can also just see yourself sit back down. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense than me making a hand gesture to.
Well, we'll see how that looks.
Show that
it might be weird. It might not be.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't got any time, man.
I know.
There's only 18 hours in a day.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I fucking eat that shit up. Mm-hmm. This game released I think.
What is it that you also don't want? Do you like just living in filth?
Yes.
Is it just fun?
No, I just don't have time to do that stuff either.
I know. You have just no time.
Because if I'm not playing the video game, I'm sleeping.
Right. And if you're not sleeping,
I'm fucking playing the video game.
Right.
Or I'm at work.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm fucking just absolutely slaying pussy.
You know what's funny about yesterday is that I knew we weren't going to do the podcast.
Yeah, because you called me a bunch.
I mean, I called you maybe 8 times from the hours of
Yeah,
noon.
what was your thinking on that when you went to, because you were clearly in Discord with our buddy T Boss for a little bit.
Sure.
And what was your thought process when you said, "Oh, big guy didn't pick up my calls. I'm just going to surprise him, show up at his house."
He's just been ignoring me all day because he wants to procrastinate on doing the podcast. He
Yes.
doesn't have a real excuse, so I'm just gonna come over.
I actually did have a lot of stuff to do,
Okay, great.
and I
Pick
did
up the phone.
and I did about one of those things,
Yeah.
and then went to sleep yesterday.
Right. I'm sure you didn't do anything.
I did have a lot to do. I ended up proceeding to do it a bit earlier today.
Sure.
Shouldn't have done it,
Right.
but you know.
So yeah, I knew it wasn't gonna happen, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna pop over there and see what his excuse is. And then when I just see the tower of beer cans and soda cans and the pizza boxes, and you're just completely naked, it's just what do you do all day, dude?
Play video games.
Yeah, but you can pick stuff up.
Okay. That stuff was from the weekend. And when would I have picked it up? I went to go get
You
outfits.
can wake up and do it.
No. No.
Yeah.
When would have? No.
No.
Yeah, that's fucking what?
Yeah, I know.
Because when I'm in my house, right, I'm in my skimpies for the most part.
Yeah.
For the most part, I'm fucking just in my underwear.
Right.
So I can't take out the trash.
Nope.
So, and I have too many beer cans that are going to fit in the current load of my trash.
Yeah.
So I got to wait till I'm in my work clothes to take out my trash.
Duh.
And then I can throw stuff away again.
Mm-hmm.
But until then,
You also could buy a vacuum.
No. No. How
No.
else will I be able to get the cool outfits that I wear?
Or the pocket pussy I need to overnight.
I have bad news.
I know.
I have bad news about
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did we even get to bring that up? Has
Yeah.
that even came up on the podcast yet?
Doesn't matter.
It
It's
does.
already gone, it's said and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Still in that fucking.
So, I do, it's always fun to just watch you whenever we're at a party, a get together. It's just, because you're not, sometimes I like to wind you up like a little, clapping monkey toy and see what you do. Showed you where Fef's liquor is. That's always fun.
Yeah.
But what's also good is after you and I smoke weed, right, with a group of people,
Yeah.
the overwhelming thought of the group is okay, now we're in a different, we're all high, a little bit more anxious, don't really want to integrate into the group.
Yeah.
You are you want to go gung-ho right into it.
Yeah.
And take all the fear and insecurity of smoking weed and take it head on.
Yeah.
So
Which isn't normally the case unless I'm also drunk. If I
Yeah.
get crossfaded, it's just I'm in a trance.
So you just go, I mean, we lose you. We're
Yeah.
at this party. We lose you completely. Also on the side, Tyler and I go to, there's an espresso machine there.
Yeah.
And I was just blown away by it.
Yep.
So I want to keep
Did
playing
we
with
smoke
it.
before or after the beer pong? Or the flip
After.
cup? After the flip cup.
So, we're trying to froth up the milk with the frothing machine.
Yep.
And we managed to do it. There's 3 different milks.
Oh yeah.
Alt milk, 2% milk, and almond milk. And we start doing it. And a running gag for the longest time is that you love White Russians. So we just would tell people you just drink vodka milks.
Well, that's not a gag.
Right.
I do love White Russians.
Right.
The gag about it is the vodka milks.
Right. Yeah. That you're just drinking.
Yeah, I don't want people to think that I don't love vodka milks because
Right.
I do.
Right.
And honestly, I could probably skip past the Kahlua.
Right. Yeah. You could just do milk and vodka.
I don't really care for the Kahlua.
Well, what's fun about saying yeah, we just throwing back some milk vodkas,
yeah.
It's just the idea that drink is so disgusting.
Oh, I know where this is going now.
So cut to we are we're frothing up some milk in the espresso machine.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who has the idea to put Tito's in it. It might have been Big Trev.
Yeah.
And now we just have this warm frothed up 3 milk vodka.
Yep.
And we're like, well, fuck. Like, we're finally face to face with this.
Yep.
And like one person drinks it. I think it was me, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, not bad.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we get this whole group of like 7 or 8 or 9 people. It's like one after the other of people, people going like, oh my God, it isn't bad. Oh, that's not bad. And then somebody goes, you got to make more, right? Like, don't stop with that. I mean, everybody's just in awe of this like concoction that we made. I mean, it really didn't taste, it just tasted like warm milk, but it had a bunch of Tito's in it.
Yeah.
And it's all just, we're in sheer amazement that this thing could be
wound up tasting pretty.
And then you bulldoze your way in. You don't have any sense of what's going on. And we're like, hey, check that. You take it, drink the entire thing, and then keep going. And I was like, what? I mean, you have no context of what's happening. I mean, you drank all of, all the vodka milk as quickly as you saw it.
It was funny that you were telling the story, and I was like, dude, I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Like, where is he going with this?
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, wait, I did throw back a quick vodka milk, didn't I? What did everybody else think about me doing it?
You just disappeared into the night again. Like, I don't, I mean, it felt like a culmination of so many years of talking about drinking vodka milks just for you to be like throwing them back.
Yeah. And when you guys were like trying it, I'm sure that you guys were all like,
yeah, I mean, taking
little sips.
Yeah.
And then I came in and I chugged like, I remember it being like, was it like a quarter of a cup left?
I mean,
or a half cup?
This was the second one we made, so it was basically the full vodka milk.
It was a full vodka milk.
It was pretty. We had just remade a new one, and we were about to start passing it out, and you drank the whole thing.
Because I remember Big Trav laughing really hard.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's this guy laughing about?
Yeah.
Just drinking a little vodka milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys offered me it, and I think that you guys said, "Oh, you want some vodka milk?" Yeah. And like, I'm sure that when you were asking other people that, they were like hesitant. Like,
well, what was funny,
like as you guys were doing it, it's like, oh, I'm not going to actually drink vodka milk.
When you start doing stuff in the kitchen,
yeah,
may it be peeling carrots,
yeah,
messing with an espresso machine. I mean, it starts forming a crowd. I don't know what it is, but people start to like, what are they doing? I want to be part of that. Yeah. And then like everybody is like, that sounds like the worst possible thing. Yeah. And then like it was so crazy to see as more and more people doing it, the barriers, people not only going like, that sounds disgusting, to like, get me a glass. Like, I want that. Yeah. And then for you to have no context of it all and then just down it.
Yeah. Yeah, like you had, these people all had to be eased into a vodka milk. You guys said vodka milk, my ears perked up. I go, and I go, bada bing, ba boom, and I am out of there.
Aaron Falkowski made me laugh the most when somebody was like, I want to try it. I want to try, and she just goes, you have to make more. Like, you have to make more now.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, I mean, there was our normal squad. We went to Benjamin City again. Yeah. Fucking your girlfriend she just had to let some energy out real quick. Sure. That's really good. Mm-hmm. And then I don't remember most that night. Right. And one of our friends even, I don't even remember. I remember him being gone for like a while. And I think that you were leaving because you left a long time after the little guy, right? Yeah. And then I go, oh, are you leaving with T-Voss? And you were like, he's been gone.
Yeah, he had been gone.
And I'm just like, what? Mm-hmm. What the fuck? I keep on doing this thing as I drink that I forget like very crucial elements that are like right in front of my eyes. Mm-hmm. We had a boys' night out, which I'm sure that we'll get to later.
We can talk about it now because I don't think there's anything else left of this recent party.
But while there, I'm talking to our friend Pfeffer, somebody that we extensively talked about his wedding for months. Like one of the biggest days of both of our lives thus far. Okay, I would say, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you were a big part of it. I was a big part of it. Something that was really big to us, and he's talking. Well, I mean, it's an important day because it's an important day to a friend, and he's talking about it. and ends up going, yeah, I just want to get invited to this person's wedding because it'd be a real power move if, since, if I don't invite him to my wedding, I get invited to his wedding. I go, well, just invite him to your wedding. And then he goes, well, I can't really do that. I already got married.
Wait, you said that to him?
Yeah.
What?
And I was like, dude, I am fucking loaded.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is going on with you?
And then at the party.
So you said that at boys' night. You said,
yeah.
Well, then just invite him to your wedding.
Yeah.
And then he goes, dude,
that already happened.
You were the best man at my wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And then at this housewarming party, I show up in an outfit.
Okay.
It just so happens that outfit matched two other people.
Right.
And while I was even purchasing the outfit, I bought the pants. They were cargo pants, camel cargo pants.
Yeah, I see them right now. I'm looking at them.
They're right on the floor there.
Yeah.
And I knew that Big Trev and Big Reg did have that.
Right.
So it was a
potential
replicable outfit for them as well.
Potentially 5 people can have the same outfit.
Thought that was pretty cool.
Right.
I brought it up to him, and Big Reg was like, I could probably copy that to a T almost.
Right.
And she was like, and Big Trev can get pretty close too.
Yeah.
Big Trev's pants don't fully look at it, but I go up to Big Trev while he's wearing a white T-shirt, a jacket, and some crazy pants.
Yeah.
And I go, dude, you got to get into you got to get into this outfit as quick as possible. You got to start wearing. And he goes,
you have to match us.
He goes, dude, I currently have it on.
Wait, you didn't even see it?
I changed 45 minutes ago.
Wait.
Yeah.
What is going on, dude?
I don't know. Dementia.
What the fuck? Wait, so he had already... Because I had realized that they put it on the outfit. So you said that after they had put it on?
I was talking to him. I was talking with him.
Dude, you have to start wearing this outfit. And he's like, dude, look at me.
I was like, dude, I think that what I said was, you got to go get those army cargo pants.
Yeah.
And go throw them on. And he goes, dude, they're currently on me. I got in that outfit. And I realized that I'm slowly forgetting things in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
You know, normal people might unpack that, but we'll just brush past it as that slowly gets worse and worse. Maybe
I'll slow down on drinking.
We had a get together with all of our guy friends.
All but one.
Where we spend $80 to go to a Bucks game on a Friday night. It was literally the cheapest possible Friday night game we could ever get in Milwaukee just $90 pretty much. And we maybe watched the game for 15 minutes, if that. You probably watched it more than me.
I did get there a little bit earlier than you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was cheap for a reason. We played the Charlotte Hornets.
Which they ended up crushing us.
They're a terrible team, and they somehow beat us by like fucking 40 or something.
Is there anything specific? It's fun to just get obliterated with just guys being guys.
Yeah.
I was, Elizabeth was bringing up. She was like, before I even dropped you off, you'd already air 8 pussy out twice in the car, and by that time, she was like, okay, I gotta get away from these guys. I'd already gone like in the air a couple times.
Yeah.
So it's just there's something around being all male.
Yeah. It just it fires us up.
It brings something out of you.
Yeah.
One thing that I really enjoyed is the game was over. We had, been drinking. And back to espresso. I mean, espresso machine is just gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that you can just go second level of our friend's apartment and get free espresso constantly.
Oh, I forgot about that. I told you about that?
Somebody did. Well, we went to go get it.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler B hadn't gotten anything. And when we come back up the elevator, we come back to like 7 guys without shirts on, which is like, it's just a fun. It's a fun.
Yeah, we got shirtless.
It's a fun looking thing to have jeans, hats, shoes, no shirts.
Yeah,
it's just a fun looking. When you don't expect it.
Especially when it's just 7 dudes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Was it this time or was it the time before when we were like, because in the elevator, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, after 1, there's M.
Maybe, I don't
And
know.
I said, oh, it's M for mocha.
Right.
Was that this time?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, yeah, because I said that, and I really liked that a lot.
Sure.
It's M for mezzanine.
What does
but
mezzanine mean? What is that word?
it's just like an overlooking level. It's
Oh,
like,
but that is where the mocha was, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was where the mocha was, which was fun. Yeah, that night was a loads of fun. It was nice going to a bar, and it's just always funny because like
Oh, well, so we
our friend group has ladies in it that have a skewed vision of like the way things actually are sometimes, and it's very goofy to think like how they would always probably think that night would turn out, but then it just actually turns into like 7 dudes cornering another dude who happens to be a bartender that just feeds us Rumplemints,
Right.
all in the corner of a bar, just slamming shots of Rumplemints just in the corner of a bar, trying not to contact with anybody but the bartender that we know.
It is.
It was a lot of fun.
What is so funny to me, I don't. A classic girls' night out thing might be like get free drinks from guys, let
Yeah.
them flirt with you.
Ooh.
I don't know if that's true or if like you assume that boys' night out is gonna be like hitting on chicks. I mean, that couldn't be further from the truth. Like when I'm hanging out with just all male, it's just get as weird and as hammered as possible.
If anything, like we chase down other dudes to like try to make them laugh, like like we try to like integrate more dudes into this dude party already.
At that bar we went to, where we know the bartender, and he's just giving us free drinks. The little guy, Tyler, and I were just standing there, and like if you just look out in the crowd, like especially me, I'm just like, oh, I feel old, I just like everybody has perfect hair,
Yeah.
their skin looks tight still on their like it feels like there's no wrinkles on anybody's faces.
Yeah.
And these 2 girls approached Tyler and I, right?
Yep.
Tyler was way too fucked up at this point.
Yep.
So the girls start talking to him. It's from my point of view, it seems like they're trying to like spark up a conversation with us and talk to us. And I have zero interest in that.
Yeah.
And Tyler Voss is just confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're all wearing jerseys, and they're like, "Do you guys went to the Bucks game today? Who'd they play?" And he has not a clue.
Yep.
He has no idea.
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't even."
Bucks? Who are the Bucks?
Yeah, like I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then like I walk up to him, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, "You guys went to the game?" Like they tried again.
Yeah.
And then they get me, who isn't gonna like. And I said, "Wait, you don't have a fucking clue who they played?" To like everybody. And then the girls go, "Oh, okay, bye." And then they run away because Tyler just has no idea what's going on, and I'm really aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like there's no sense of like us trying to talk to girls, because I mean if that's how me and him are.
Yeah.
And then the whole group is it's people trying to take their shirts off. It's just feeding Ropelmans.
Yeah, I did take off my. So this story, the boys' night out was a lot of fun, but it leads into the next day more for me. That night, after having that boys' night out, whenever I have a good night, I always want to have another good night.
Mm-hmm.
So the next day, the entire time, I'm trying to plan with Alec to get food. I want to get food real bad. I'm texting everybody to get food. We end up actually throwing together like a decent sized group of people that want to get hibachi, which is mine and Alec's go-to thing.
Yeah.
Love hibachi. Go there a lot. And we finally like talk like a bunch of people into it. I think that we have like a group of like 7 again.
Mm-hmm.
No, we had a group of 9 initially.
Yeah.
And they assumed that you and Elizabeth. It's very funny. For some reason, other people in the friend group go, well, if David says no, but James is going, there's probably a chance that we can get David to go. That's the furthest thing from the truth. If you say no,
Yeah.
you the only person that you can actually talk into it is maybe Elizabeth, and then by proxy you have to go.
Right.
But outside that, if you say no, you're done.
Yeah.
So they assumed they set a reservation for 15 because we get Big Trev and Big Reg to
Yeah.
go. They
Oh, so even though we were like
no,
not going, they're
no
like
pass.
they're
They're
going.
probably going to go.
Right.
We get to Big Trev and Big Reg's house. Go there. They have a gas leak.
Right.
Have to call We Energies.
Which is really funny. The only reason why Elizabeth would go would be if she could go with Big Reg.
Yeah.
And then
Gas leak.
they never even go.
Yep. Didn't go. And kind of talked about maybe even canceling Hibachi. Glad that we didn't. It was one of the best times at Hibachi
So
ever.
did you go there with, there were like 15 people and like you show up with 6?
7. And they were like, I'm pretty sure that they were relieved because 15 kind of cooks into, I think that you have a max amount at a table, right?
Yeah.
And I think that 15's more.
Oh, it goes
Then-
past the hibachi level.
So I think that you can only get like 9 or 10
Yeah.
at one table. So it's really good that it ended up being that amount of people. 7's pretty good. 8 would have been a perfect number
Yeah.
because I found out that when you order sake bombs,
8's the perfect amount.
you can only order them by 2s. So one order is 2 sake bombs.
Yeah.
So the entire night we're ordering 4 sake bombs.
Right.
There's one extra.
So, okay, so obviously you're drinking them.
Big Jim's got to take 2.
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking 2.
Right.
And so that quickly added up.
Yeah.
I mean, you take 6 rounds of sake bombs,
Yeah.
you're doing 12 sake bombs
Right.
at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And so we throw them back. I'm wearing this shirt that I currently have on right now.
Yeah. What does it say?
It says, of course I come fast. I
Yeah.
got fish to catch.
Right.
So I'm wearing this at Hibachi
Yeah.
and just kind of causing a scene.
Yeah.
They go, dude, we got it. And I go, we really do have to show out for my birthday today, huh? And we just start playing it every now and then.
Right. That it's your birthday?
Yeah, the birthday boy will take 2 sake bombs.
Yeah.
They, of course, pull out the paper mache thing, fucking sing happy birthday to me.
Right.
Give me ice cream.
Mhm.
The whole 9.
Sure.
You know, we're just throwing them back, being as obnoxious as possible, having fucking little Japanese guys squirt in our mouths.
Yeah. Right.
I'm fucking fully bricked up as this guy's squirting all over my mouth.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
cool.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet. We just completely get obliviated. A lot of these people
when they did the when they do the squirt sake, you were the longest person to do it, right?
yeah.
Is it to the point where they cut you off?
Yes.
It always is, right?
Yeah.
So whenever I'm with you, there's no point to do that
Yeah.
because you're just gonna. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's for you.
That's me.
But if you go with people that aren't like us, it's fun to do, right?
Yeah.
Because like you see the reaction to the table, they go like, "Wow, okay," like wrap it up, and then the hibachi guy has to go like, huh, and then like change to somebody else.
Yeah.
To the point where like when they come around the second time, they'll stop quickly for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, wait a second.
And then they pull out the red bottle of sake.
Which is what? Is that just
It's
water?
no, it's like pure alcohol.
Oh,
because they
cool.
know that you're drinking.
Yeah,
And then they start feeding you.
that's cool.
We got one of my favorite people to come up for hibachi from Chicago, Jake
Yeah.
Kozik.
Right.
Talked him into it, and he delivered on all cylinders. dude.
Really?
Every single time the waitress came around, he'd get something and he'd go, "Thank you, konnichiwa."
What? Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Did he think it was proper?
I don't know.
Wow.
That guy also took Japanese in high school,
Right. Wow.
knowing that that's thank you, hello.
Yeah. Thank you. Konnichiwa.
And
Wow.
he would say that every single time.
What was the reactions to them?
I think that she just kept on walking away from him.
And spitting in his food?
Yeah, spitting in his food a
That's
bunch.
cool.
Yeah, that guy was so goofy.
Yeah.
At one point he made this line. He said this line that made me laugh really hard because one of his ex-girlfriends, we don't have to get too in detail about it, but you know
Yeah.
which one it is, messaging him all horny and stuff recently.
Cool.
And he was like, I really wanted to screenshot it to show you guys, but I'm terrified of her.
Right.
And I
Yeah, because
laughed.
if I screenshot it.
I laughed hysterically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he should buy a second phone then.
Yeah.
And just take a photo of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so that night progresses. We go back by Big Trev, Big Reg's, have a few more.
Yeah.
Kozik's in town, so we have to go out again.
No, right.
And he's a jealous boy. That guy is a jealous guy. As soon as he moved away,
Yeah.
was right when we did Hop Away Harp for the first time.
Oh, really?
And he goes, I would try to get you guys to go to Harp on Sundays so much. And James just got you guys to start going.
You just need like a little hook.
Yeah.
You know,
Hop Away
get
Harp.
people to go.
Yeah. So he goes, we were kind of backing out, like, maybe let's just stay by Big Trev and Big Reg's. This is like fun.
Right.
This is like good time. And he goes, seriously, you guys went to Red, White, and Blue last night, but now that I'm in town, you guys aren't going to Red, White, and Blue.
So they baited you, gotcha.
So me, Bill, and Taylor have to go to Red, White, and Blue then.
Mm-hmm.
And we just run it back absolutely hard.
Right.
But this time it was funny because our friend that works there that we talked about last time, we surrounded him. Pretty sure that night Alec was going behind the bar a bunch.
Yeah.
Like he does a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I was getting shirtless a couple of times.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Because
do they care if he goes behind the bar?
As soon as we got there was a couple guidelines set.
Oh, was there?
Don't step behind the bar.
Who said that?
Travis.
Oh.
And got to keep your shirt on.
What?
I took my shirt off.
Yeah.
I mean, I found some random guy and I had this shirt on. I swapped shirts with him, but the guy fucking absolutely smelled like BO. And I was like, yeah, dude.
How come we don't get in trouble, I feel like, more at that place?
Hey, why don't I get in trouble, like, in general for most of my actions?
I don't know. That's
You know
a
what I
good
mean?
question.
I live my life with very little repercussions.
Right.
And it kind of shows, right? I mean,
No, it does.
you walk around my house for a second and you go, this guy probably doesn't get in trouble for a lot.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. I've known that my entire life.
Yeah.
You were the fourth kid at this point. That's when the parents just say fuck it, and this is that's the result. You're the result of just a bunch of fuck it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
At least you're staying hydrated during the week.
Yeah, I got this Yeti. This is what got me actually onto Amazon. I was like, I do like the movie cups, right?
Yeah.
But there's something about drinking from your cup every now and then when I'd go by your house.
The insulation.
The insulation and how cold it is.
Yeah.
That you just can't replicate with like
the
cups.
aluminum cups are probably the most optimal way to drink water.
By far.
And if you have a straw, it's even better.
Do you prefer a straw?
Dude. I mean, step up your game.
I kind of want a straw, but this is a Yeti.
All my shit's Yeti.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, we're no broke bitches.
But that one you have to fill up quite a bit.
Doesn't matter.
You take like 2 sips and it's gone.
Yeah.
This thing I can chug from, which I like chugging. But this is what got me onto Amazon,
Right.
which made me purchase.
No, so yeah, it's funny to think of the way you've been utilizing it, it almost seems like magic.
What?
Well, you just see something, right? You whatever your heart desires. It almost feels like you're dancing with the devil a little bit too, because you could use it for sweet, beautiful gifts. Like my girlfriend, right? She will buy her nephews.
Do you want me to buy you a gift?
No, she'll buy her nephews like puzzles
I can buy
and
you
like
stuff.
toys, and they can they arrive to her in like deep Georgia in like 2 days. What do you utilize it for?
Well, I purchased this Yeti.
Yeah.
I got a shirt
Right.
that said, "Pray to." I hope that you go to church and pray that you don't guard me.
Right. That's
It's
fun.
just the Jordan guy pointing to an altar.
Yeah.
I got this one that says, "Of course I come fast." I got fish to catch.
That's
It's
the
got a
last
big,
one.
It's got a big bass on it.
You
And then I
oddly,
bought a bottom half of a torso with a pussy and ass that are usable.
what is can you read me the description of what it is on Amazon?
5 pound, 5.5
Yeah, well,
pound.
yeah, read it. Read the exact thing of what it is. Read it out loud.
Orders. KY jelly, Astroglide liquid water, high density round. Oh, it's this one. 5.5 pound male masturbator sex doll pocket pussy sex realistic butt with vaginal anal sex stroker, adult toys, love doll, female torso, hip male, sex toys for men's sex pleasure. 8.6 by 7.1 by 4.7 inches downsized.
How many reviews does it have?
#1 bestseller.
Wow.
590 reviews, 4-star rating.
That's pretty good.
Not what I would give it.
No.
This has kind of opened me up to something.
So when you bought it, how fast did it come?
So while ordering all this stuff, I go, I want this Yeti right away.
Yeah.
I also want the shirt, the pray to go to church.
Yeah, because
pray
if
to
you don't get it tomorrow, then what's the point?
I need that shirt specifically for Friday for the basketball game.
Yeah.
Wanted it bad.
Right.
The only option for the male sex masturbator was overnight shipping.
Yeah.
And it got to me in about 7.5 hours.
Did you have to pay extra?
No, that was the very first option and only option.
Nice.
Was to overnight it. So it showed up on my doorstep at 6:30 a.m.
So you got it
Next
how
day.
many weeks ago at this point? A week? 2 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, how many times did you use it in 2 weeks?
Probably like 7-8 times.
What is the current location of it?
It is in my garbage can.
Why is that?
Because one of the times that I masturbated inside of it,
Yeah.
I left my seed in
Yeah.
there
Didn't
try
have
to,
it-
to
no
try
time.
to eat, try to incubate it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wanted to see what would grow out of it.
And what grew out of it?
Rancid mold.
Right.
And
So you bought lube for it, right?
I bought lube.
Did you ever get to use the lube?
Both things of lube are sitting on this chair right here,
Do you need them?
unopened. I mean, I was thinking of jacking off with them yesterday.
But
Didn't
didn't get around to it.
Didn't get around to it. I didn't want to get up from
Right.
laying down.
Right. Yes, sure.
Stop masturbating to
Duh.
grab the lube. Yeah, so it got rancid to the point where I was like, dude, it reeks in this fucking room. What is going on?
What is that smell,
What is
dude?
that smell? I picked that bad boy up.
Oh, dude, you know what it is? I think it's the sheets.
Dude, is it these fucking shit? Did I not did I got some fucking work clothes
Oh,
in here or
wait,
something?
it's my 5-pound female
5.5 pound.
My 5.5 pound female pussy.
Did you see it in person
Yeah.
while I was alive?
I think so.
There were some things that I didn't like about it. It made me want to review sex toys, and I think it'd be a really funny, good OnlyFans thing is me using sex toys and reviewing them. Mainly fucking sex strokers, these pocket pussies. Because I had some issues with it.
Yeah.
1, 5.5 pounds, it's pretty heavy for a pocket pussy.
Yeah.
You kind of got to commit to the thing. You got to lay down and you got to grab it by its waist. It's tiny fucking waist.
Yeah.
And have it ride you,
Yeah.
which I'm not a big fan of. I'd prefer just one-handed, but you can't really one-hand that thing because it's too floppy. 5.5 pounds on your penis kind of makes it go it flops around. So I don't like that. Another thing that I didn't like was that they modeled it after Millie Bobby Brown from season 1 of Stranger Things. So it was very tiny.
Right.
The thing was fucking small. And that just makes it really weird. It's one thing if you just have a detached pussy. If you detach a pussy from a full-grown woman, it's kind of going to be the same size. It's just it's going to be small. That makes sense. But when you got an ass in front of you that can fit inside the palm of your hand,
Is this it?
Yeah. No.
What? Send me the link because I want to read some reviews. 5.5 pound male masturbator.
Yep.
How much did it cost?
$39.99.
Okay. Is this it?
No, that's the expensive version.
No, this is $39.
Oh, then yeah, that is it.
5.5 male masturbator sex doll, realistic male sex toy
What
for
is this thing?
men's sex stroker, portable pocket pussy, sex adult toy. 590 reviews.
What the fuck? You can buy an FST automatic temperature control heating rods for masturbator pocket pussy, artificial vaginal adult sex.
How quickly
products.
can you get it here?
Free delivery or fastest is overnight. 8 a.m.
Okay, so
So that's kind of cool. And that'll heat that puppy up.
So here's the top review in the United States. I don't think this is bad at all. If it was $20 cheaper, it would be great. The description does state it is downsized, which is true. It is rather small, which is what you said.
Yeah.
The upside is it's easier to store away. Not being so big. The downside with it being small is people that are bigger. I would go for something else, as you will literally almost poke through the thing. Is that true? You almost poke through it?
My cock was, it was fucking popping out the belly button.
Yeah.
Well,
On a side note, it's almost too small, although not a bad item if you can get past that part. It is worth the price. No, in my opinion, needs to come down to at least $15 to $10. So this guy says decent. Feels incredible. Amazing value, but no pun intended.
you know, he talks about the size, but why does he not talk about the weirdness of fucking something that size? You know what I mean?
Cons. The proportions are weird. It's certainly not childish. The relative proportions are all feminine hips, but miniature.
Yeah.
It's not much more to get the full. So it is in the review. So if you would have done your research, you would have found out that.
But it says not childish, but I can't think of anything else that would be that small.
Right, that's true.
So that's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just going to get like one of the fucking more expensive ones, like $1,000 sex toy or something.
Let's see. What are some other? So you could have got this one, the Love Honey, for $192. So that's actually pretty good.
That is pretty good, huh?
And it does it. I wonder if it has like an empty. You can get this. You can get this by Wednesday.
I do need one that's like easy to flush out.
Yeah, this ribbed canal. That's pretty cool.
See, the issue is like, if I washed it out, I didn't know how like I'd dry it each time, you know?
Yeah.
And then like, what do I do then, you know?
No, I know. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, run into that issue.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, now
it was better that I threw it away. I was going down a slippery slope.
you definitely were. You were again dancing with the devil.
Yeah.
Your the intrusive thoughts won that round, I think.
Yeah. I thought of like calling into work a lot.
Do you
Not doing much. Not leaving.
Was it the best sex toy you ever had?
No.
No.
The butthole was maybe.
It was close, huh?
The butthole was good. The butthole was tight. The issue was the pussy was kind of loose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like saying that and everybody's going to go, oh, Jay, we got a fucking small wiener. That's fucking cringe. That's
Right.
cringe. I have a fucking average penis.
Yeah.
If not, I have an above average thickness of cock.
I'm glad you
So-
mentioned the cringe part of it all.
Thank you. And so like
Yeah.
the fact that pussy was loose on me.
Let's get this fucking straight.
Yeah.
On the sex doll I was fucking,
Yeah.
it was loose. It's not that I have a small cock.
And you guys are cringe for thinking.
Just to clarify.
You guys are cringe if you think that.
Just
And so yeah, the pussy was mid.
yeah.
Asshole was
It was
fucking
mint.
tight.
It was great.
Yeah. Because they do the same type of ribbing, I'm assuming. So it was like the same thing, but just one was tighter, which was cool.
Should we transition into a different conversation, or is there anything else you want to say about the?
Well,
Because we keep calling it a pocket pussy, but Tyler and
it's
I,
a male sex masturbator.
yeah, pocket pussy suitcase. It's
Yeah.
really, I mean, it's
The suitcase pussy.
So this is going to be an awkward transition, but my girlfriend and I are watching Dragon Ball.
Yep.
I have saved it a little bit to update where you were. You did spoil a little bit for her.
No,
You did.
did I?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
You did.
What did I spoil?
She goes, James said Krillin dies again. So a little bit, but it's not that.
Oh, because I said, I don't think that I did. I think that AK did. I said, yeah, she like saw Krillin die. Maybe I said for the first time,
Yeah, like
which
that.
would be a bad thing.
Yep. Yeah, that's what it was. It was like that. And
Yes.
she's like, I heard that, so she's like, I know Krillin dies again. But it's okay, I've saved it. It's fine.
Yep.
So where we last left off, we had just started the King Piccolo arc. Obviously, it's been a month.
To be fair, none of the other Krillin deaths really have that much weight to them, right?
Both of them are very impactful.
Who picks him up in the air and fucking blows him up?
Frieza. and then he becomes Super Saiyan
Yeah.
off of it.
Yeah.
It's like literally that is the causation for the Super Saiyans.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, so it's like one of the anyways.
R.I.P.
It is one of the most important moments in any show ever.
Yeah.
Anywho, so where we are, we had finished King Piccolo, and I was very purposeful how I talked about King Piccolo and Piccolo Jr. I wanted to like distinct them in her head as like, although the same, different, you know?
Yep.
And I really wanted to prop up Piccolo as this spawn of Satan, which he is.
Yep.
And just I wanted him to feel like this imposing, real, like evil in the world. Because it is the last arc of Dragon Ball is maybe the best of the whole show. It's debatable, but like Goku versus Piccolo Jr., that whole fight, it is like what leads us into Dragon Ball Z, and it's like it's the closest thing in Dragon Ball that feels like Z. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth watching.
Yep.
So I didn't know what was gonna be. There are certain things that I was like, oh, I can't wait till she sees this or this. One thing that caught me off guard is Piccolo regrowing his limbs was like genuinely shocking because he rips off his arm, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, I totally forgot that this is like important. And then it just like pops. And I mean, it was like genuine shock on her face that he would like rip off his own arm and then do that. So, I mean, it's great. She at this point, she has no idea where the show's going. It feels like a natural end of the show. He becomes the world martial arts champion. He
defeated evil.
He defeated evil. He defeated basically the son of the devil. And God tells him, do you want my job? And he goes, no thanks, and goes off with Chi-Chi. And that could be the end of the whole thing.
Yep.
So then in the first episode...
And she probably goes, finally over.
Right.
We did it.
We did it.
I did another thing with the man that I love.
Mm-hmm.
Little does she know, that was just the prequel to what you love.
The prequel to like
to what you actually love.
So
yeah,
we watched 155 episodes, so we could the prelude to the 255 episodes.
Yes. How far have you gotten in that?
First episode, we watch. She's like in the intro. It's a new theme song. Who is this little guy? Right on the screen, orange jumpsuit, Goku suit. Goku has a kid.
He pops out. His head pops out from behind Chi-Chi, right?
No, not like that. It's just shown right in the intro. So it's, I think he's like running from a saber-toothed tiger in the beginning.
Oh, I thought that in the intro song or whatever, she's like hiding behind Chi-Chi.
Oh,
pokes his head out.
Maybe.
And then Goku goes, "Who's this little guy? What is that?"
That's when
Gohan. No, it's Goten.
It's when Goku meets Goten.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goku is there for the birth of his Gohan.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Goku is dead when Goten is born.
Yep. Who's this little guy behind you?
So, Goku having a kid is so shocking, but it's immediately cut down by the fact that aliens are coming.
Yep.
This guy has a tail. Goku's an alien, and this guy's your brother. I mean, it's like right away. It's like a huge gut punch. I mean, it completely changes everything. It's crazy, right? It's like genuinely shocking.
Because she just thought that this was like some very powerful martial artist
who happens to have a tail. Has no idea that like he is like a race, and also the weakest of the race of people.
Yeah.
And then 6 episodes later, Piccolo, his rival, the one thing that he wants to do, shoots him through the chest with the special beam cannon, and then Goku's dead. Yep. Right away, beginning of the show. I mean, it's like that. Talk about an intro. That's how you do it, baby.
Yeah. How did she feel about Goku dying?
It's not as impactful because you know that like he can be wished back, but like it's pretty shocking, you know. What's more shocking is like
I
Piccolo
guess it takes
taking
away-
Gohan.
I guess it does take away the shock value when you watch Dragon Ball, huh?
But he is still like, it's crazy because Goku and Piccolo decide to team up. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
like when you don't have the context of the show, you're like, oh, like what the who cares?
Yeah.
But with that's insane, and now Gohan is taken, so that's crazy. We have gotten we've just watched Gohan train through everything with Piccolo.
Yep.
The Saiyans have arrived.
Nap. Oh, she did say that she just met
Nappa and Vegeta.
Yep.
We watched one by one Yamcha go down, then Chaozu, then Tien Shinhan, and then the culmination of the Piccolo arc. We saw him save Gohan.
Did he do that yet?
What? Do what?
Yajirobe
No.
No?
Nope.
hasn't come to say.
No.
anything.
So,
You think that she's going to cheer and go, "Woo, James, he did it"?
it is Yajirobe is he trains with the Z fighters the whole time. He
Yep.
goes with Kami to train with Tien, Chaozu, Krillin. He's there the whole time.
Yep.
And then when the Saiyans come down, he's like, no thanks. And decides to like watch in the background and like sell his story. Like he tells everybody like we're a special task force. We're here to defeat them, but I'm not going to be part of it. So he's just in the background the whole time.
Yeah.
It's she loves it. She's in she's overwhelmed a lot by it because it's just constant. Like any second I get, I try to watch the show. But I mean,
Yes.
it's so much fun.
You guys must have had a discussion or something because at the party she goes, "Yeah, I mean, I love it, but it's just too much right now."
Yeah,
So I'm guessing that she's probably told you, "Hey, can we take like a little bit of a break from
I
it?"
know, and I can't help it.
And-
It's like me going like, I don't want to have McDonald's, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna take a little break, and then I get it later that day.
yeah,
That's what it's like.
yeah. We could get McDonald's after this.
No, I know. I already had 5 Guys. You had off work today?
No.
No, I did.
Oh, really?
MLK Day, baby.
What the heck?
You didn't know? Everybody had off.
I know. Most people did, yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, that's where we're at. Goku is fighting Vegeta.
Oh,
And we just saw, literally the last episode we were on was the Kaioken ×4 Kamehameha versus the Gatling gun. Like the beam struggle.
So she's seeing real strong Goku with Kaioken.
She saw the most impactful beam struggle of all of anime. Like, there's not, like, I don't think there's probably not a better fight in anime that's, like, more important to it. I don't know. I've never seen any other fucking animes, but, like, it's the best fight in the show.
You think so?
What's better than Goku versus Vegeta?
Gohan versus Cell?
No. I think Goku versus Vegeta is way better.
Goku versus...
Frieza's like nothing. It's not like it's almost not a fight because it's like 40 episodes of like Frieza fucking with him, and then like he's like, all right, I'm gonna kill. First the spirit bomb hits him, and it does nothing, and then Krillin's like, or like Frieza's like, okay, I'm sick of this shit. I'm done like having my fun. Kills Krillin, and then Goku becomes Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be cool for her to see. I mean, I don't know if it'll even mean much to her, but
Probably not. I don't know.
yeah,
We have to take a break.
we have to take a break.
We have to take a break. Well, yeah, it's too much.
She's requested it, huh?
Many times. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's been like fucking,
When's the last time that you watched an episode
huh? When's the last time? Yesterday.
with her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
at night.
What'd she say?
Loved it.
Did she?
No, I mean it's all good, right? For real, unironically,
She enjoys it.
Yamcha going down,
Mm-hmm.
really sad because it feels like yes, Yamcha, you finally get a win, and then the Cyberman comes up from behind him and explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Chaozu dying almost makes me cry.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Tien Shinhan loses his arm. Nappa just punches it off.
Yeah.
And then like he does like the tri-beam cannon,
Mhm.
the King Kaho, and then just dies. And then Piccolo, that's actually like legit. That's how can you not cry?
Yeah.
He tells him like, yeah, you're like a son to me. You're the only friend I've ever had. It dies.
Yeah.
And then there goes the Dragon Balls. We just found out that Piccolo is a Namekian. Not a spawn of Satan. Sort of is, but like.
Yeah.
And then she was like, so there's a... Because Kami goes to Popo, go to Namek and wish us back. And she's like, that's what the next arc is, huh? Going to Namek. They just spell it out. And I said, yeah, that's what it is. It is exciting.
It's good.
Oh,
It's good.
but here is the thing where you were like, the first time Krillin dies, right? So now she's like, Krillin's going to die in this arc. She thinks that's going to happen here. Doesn't realize it's the next one. So he's going to be one of the only survivors. And I've been like building it in her head. Because like when I found out you spoiled it.
Yeah.
I said to her, I was like, I don't know why you would say that. That's weird. Like I said it like that. To give it like doubt in her head.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a weird thing to say. Like it's not the most important
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I'm excited for her to like watch the Cell series. It was very fun, but also not fun at the same time because we had to tiptoe around so much. Because when not such big Dragon Ball fans, but are big Dragon Ball fans, like they're clearly not as big of Dragon Ball Z fans.
Jake Oza gets.
He's not.
No, he is.
He has not watched Dragon Ball in its entirety.
Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah.
But he's a big fan, but he's not like that big.
Sure. Not like me. Right?
Yes. And because of that, they don't fully know. Like when I was like, yeah, David just made her watch all of Dragon Ball. And they were like, oh my God, who's your favorite character? And then like, I was like, you guys probably shouldn't say your favorite character because she's only seen Dragon Ball. And they go, what? And I was like, they haven't watched Dragon Ball Z yet. They're like, oh. And I was like, yeah. And I explained to her that it's very funny that you're watching it this way because nobody that you know or will ever meet has watched this show this way.
Yeah.
Because all of us grew up with Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And love Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So a lot of us have even skipped over Dragon Ball.
AK said his favorite character was Vegeta, and he said you might not like him right away, but he grows on you. And like Elizabeth totally forgot that he said that. Because what's funny is that at the point where we had seen him, he barely says anything. He just like because Nappa's like it's like the Nappa show for a little bit, and he's just in the background, kind of like watching and like
handle
laughing.
my light work.
Right.
I'm Prince Vegeta, motherfucker.
And they don't I don't know if she knows that he's gonna be maybe the most popular character that's not Goku.
Yeah.
Like she probably has no context to that. I mean, when we got home, she didn't even remember his name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you explained? Oh no, I guess you haven't like gotten far enough because you just need to know all about the vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten Raditz, Vegeta, Kakarot. I mean, that's enough to like say like it's kind of they're just like vegetable puns. I don't know what Nappa's a vegetable pun off of.
What's their fucking home
Planet Vegeta?
What was it called before though? Because it was renamed.
Well, yeah, it is. I don't know but it's like it was the Saiyans and the Truffles.
Yeah,
are like the two races that like inhabited it. What's funny is that King Kai tells the lore of it, and he says that the like Earth, Planet Vegeta also had a guardian similar to Kami, but couldn't bear the burden of like evil that it had like bestowed upon that planet, and just called in like an asteroid field to destroy the planet. Like that's how like King Kai sees it. Like that he doesn't even know the context of like what actually happens to the planet
of the Frieza.
Yeah. And what's also always funny is that, and he goes, and only 4 Saiyans survived, right? Which that constantly gets retconned. Yeah. Like, not even including the movies that are like non-canon.
Yep.
But like eventually Vegeta has a younger brother, and then like if you count Broly, that's
Broly.
another one.
And then
Broly's dad.
dad.
Like it's not it's just it's funny that within a show it retcons itself so quickly, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because like that's all you need to know.
Yeah, I mean,
It's bullshit. Who
Come on.
cares?
they didn't know about Broly. He was off planet with his father.
Right.
They completely forgot about this.
And forgot that Vegeta has a like.
Yeah.
They reference Vegeta's brother in Super.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of the only Dragon Ball Z properties that never got an English dub. Is the like it came out in 2009 where Vegeta has a brother, Tobble.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Because I watch a lot more videos on Dragon Ball Z than I
Mm-hmm.
watch of Dragon Ball.
It's truthfully a lot better than I remembered.
Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. It's like the beginning is so tight. It's so good.
You're watching it on Crunchyroll or no?
No. You know how we're watching it? You don't know?
No. I mean, I do kind of, but I don't need the 10-minute explanation.
Yeah, it's very obnoxious, but I'll very quickly.
Yeah. You've told me it. It's just
Yeah.
that I have forgotten.
Essentially,
You've said it on here as well.
yeah, there's no way to watch it the way it originally was formed, so I illegally downloaded it.
Okay.
And we watch it that way, and because it's on my computer, I can stream it to my TVs, any TV in the house, essentially.
I want to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, that one you have to buy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's streaming yet.
Yeah.
That's worth watching. The Fablemans is worth watching.
Yep.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh, yeah.
That's an HBO. That's like you can watch that right now.
Banshees of Inisherin.
Inisherin, yeah, that is like fantastic. I didn't see The Whale. I don't think it's probably worth it. But Brendan Fraser, people just go crazy for that guy.
And Sadie Sink.
Did you watch any Brendan Fraser things growing up besides The Mummy?
Tarzan.
So you saw Tarzan?
My favorite.
What else?
Cheers.
The what? The only thing
Mummy.
the only thing I've seen of Brendan Fraser that I really loved was you ever see Bejeweled? I think it's Bejeweled. It's essentially a
George of the Jungle. That's what it was.
George of the Jungle. That's what it is.
George,
Yeah.
George,
See,
George
I'm not
of the
even like
Jungle,
I just don't know where all these Brendan Fraser fans are coming from.
He just seems so wholesome.
I know he does, but you know.
He was an Encino Man.
Yeah, but have you seen them?
Nope.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Airheads was his like pop-off movie.
So
Dudley Do Right. I watched that movie.
Bedazzled is a movie I watched like crazy. Elizabeth Hurley and Brendan Fraser. Here, take a look.
You watched that movie a bunch?
So many times. Let me tell you the premise. I mean, because it's lights out.
Okay.
Brendan Fraser is in love with a girl, much like you have been in your life. You know,
Okay.
there's like no hope that it's ever going to work out. Right.
Yep.
Love him from afar. No, this girl probably doesn't even sense that he exists. He's kind of like a loner weirdo. And the devil, Elizabeth Hurley, comes to him and says, "Great, I can give you 7 wishes to wish whatever you want. You just give me your soul." And each wish is like a wish designed to try to get with the girl, but it's like a monkey's paw. So like, what if he wishes to be rich, famous, successful, and married to the woman?
Yep.
He never said that she loved him, right? So now he's in a horrible relationship where he's a Colombian drug lord and she hates him, right? Because it's got to be really specific, you know?
Yeah.
The next one is, you know, she is like madly in love with him, and he's like successful, an athlete, a star, and then they get down to it. He's all these things. She loves him. he's got a little penis. That's like it's always like stuff like that.
He's got a little cock in them.
Yeah, and then the next one, big cock, sophisticated. She loves him like crazy, but he's gay. So it's like every single
Huh.
It's fantastic. It's a great
How does
movie.
he get out of it?
So I know you're never gonna watch it. So
I know you never.
so he gets to his sixth wish, right? He's gone through every iteration, and she's like, actually, this is your last wish, because the first wish he used, he was like, okay, like if this is real, like, show him. She was like, yeah, okay, wish for anything. He's like, I wish for like a quarter pounder meal. She's like, fantastic. And then the devil takes him on a bus that he pays for and drives him to McDonald's, which he pays for, and then she gives him the quarter pounder meal. And she was like, that's your first wish. Like, that's, you counted. That's, and he's like, this is fucking, so I'm only down to one wish.
Did he say quarter pounder meal?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a McDonald's.
Yeah, it was a McDonald's.
Because this was
Like,
back. This was back before McDonald's was McDonald's.
No, it was still McDonald's.
Well, I mean, it was McDonald's, but McDonald's was doing advertising.
Right. In movies like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
Now it doesn't need that. Now people pay McDonald's to put the arches in there.
She's like pressuring him, like, make the wish, and like scaring him, like, your soul will be damned to hell for eternity. And then eventually he's like, I just wish for her to have a happy life, just that was, and it was like in the fine print, if you make a selfless wish, you get to keep your soul. That's it.
And was her happy life with him?
No, just in general.
Oh.
Yeah. So he doesn't get the girl.
Dog shit fucking movie.
Yeah.
Fucking
horse shit.
Dude, he needs to end up with her.
You know what? I'm glad he wins the... I hope he doesn't win the Oscar this year.
Why? Who do you want to win instead?
Colin Farrell.
What about
Austin
the
Butler.
Riddler?
Oh, Paul Dano?
Yeah.
For what?
Fableman.
I don't even think he was nominated.
No?
No. I don't
Is he
think
not
so.
good in that?
He's great.
He's great.
He's great.
He's great.
He's incredible.
You know that I could have answered that for you, right?
No, he's great.
He's great. Yeah.
It's the greatest performance I've ever seen.
All right. We're done here?
You want to be done?
Yeah.
I got 20 minutes left.
No, we don't.
Goodbye.